Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are at this iconic Sharjah International Cricket Stadium for match number 33 of the Emirates D10 2026. Brought to you live and exclusive. And what another magnificent day of cricket certainly lined up for us. It's going to be Dubai taking on Sharjah. And without wasting further time, Pranav was out in the center with the pitch report a short while ago.
Time to evaluate the conditions here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. First, kudos to the head curator and his team for maintaining these world-class facilities as world-class. The closer I get to the wicket, I feel that batting is an amazing picture, and I'm going to justify that. First, the wind that is blowing on my face at the wicket, and that is going to be assisting the shot making. The temperature somewhere around 25 degrees. It's not a matter of concern, and that's going to be in assistance for the batter. And now when I get closer to the wicket, before we talk about the dimensions, as hard as it can get. And this wicket is even more bald than Mudassir Ali Qureshi, and that's where batting is going to be fantastic. But look at these cracks which are building on. And that is where, through the afternoon, before the dew comes in the evening, in the afternoon, a little bit of assistance to the spinners. But apart from that, hit through the line, it will stay hit. Boundaries just around 60 meters, and that's where, if you can just get half a hit, not a full hit, half a hit, it will clear the ropes. And that's where you want to win the toss and bat first.
Very insightful insights indeed. They are from Pranav. Now let's go straight out for the toss with Pranav with the two captains.
It's toss time here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Emirates D10 and the game number 33. It's going to be between Sharjah and Dubai. With me are the two captains. For Sharjah, it is Ritya Arvind, a man who's making a name for himself with the bat and with the gloves. On his left, it is the man who has just found his form with the bat, Ronak Panoli for Dubai. And alongside him, it is none other than Mr. Shiju Sam, a very famous figure in the UAE. Ritya, flip the coin. Tails is the call. Tails it is. Congratulations, Ronak. What would you like to do and why?
Going to bat first, win our standard throughout the tournament, like putting runs on board and then defending that.
Your team has been in certain form. You just want to continue the momentum, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we made it through to the semi-finals, but our goal is to finish at the top. We've given some opportunities in the middle because we're doing pretty well throughout the tournament, but now it's just finding that right playing 11, moving into the knockouts and putting out some dominant performances.
Batting first, what's a good score?
Try to get upwards of 110. We've seen that, once you get 120, 130, it's a bit hard for the team to come out and chase it. Our bowling unit has done pretty well throughout the tournament as well, so I think we're going to try to post upwards of 110.
Any changes in the side?
Too many to remember.
Good luck then.
Thank you.
Ritya, toss not in your favor. You've been in fantastic form. Won't mind chasing it.
Yeah, I mean, we were looking to bat first as well, but I haven't won a single toss, so we're ready to do the opposite, so it's all good.
Any changes in the side?
We got a couple changes. You'll find out we have 11 players turning up, so you'll find out soon.
Okay, they're looking for upwards of 110. What's your thought?
I think it was a good motivation from yesterday, a good confidence booster that we chased 120 in 9 overs. So anything below 115, 120, that'll be good. Anyways, lower the better. So hopefully we'll try keep them on 100.
Good luck then.
Thank you so much.
The news from the center is that Ronak Panoli has won the toss. He wants to put runs on board.
Both the teams are very well evenly matched on paper. We have the umpires walk out to the center. know the names of the... Well, we're just about a couple of minutes away from the start of play. Well, plenty of cricket over the last couple of weeks here at the Emirates D10. Some serious contentions for the best batters and the best bowlers in this tournament. Very closely fought, some magnificent performances, some very good all-round performance as well. Well, Dubai, there we go, the two opening batters. Ronak Panoli, the captain. And that's Aditya Shetty, going to be partnering him up as well. Both in excellent form. Dubai, one of the hot favorites here in this Emirates D10. Certainly have had a wonderful tournament up to date. Well, what a brilliant day for cricket as well. This iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium, known to have hosted some massive names in international cricket as well throughout the years. Always a pleasure for us calling the game here in the Combox at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, along with, I'm sure, the players will absolutely cherish these memories as well. A lot of talent oozing through the Emirates D10. The D series, certainly a feeding system into the international doors as well to represent the country. So it's all to play for. For Sharjah, well, it's going to be the left-handed Wasim Akram who's going to be opening the proceedings with the ball. And it's going to be Ronak Panoli who will take first strike. And well, we've got a very, very special guest here in the Combox with us to take us through. To partner me here, I've got Aryan Lakra, the dashing left-handed batter, a brilliant all-rounder who's been capped by the UAE as well. Aryan, an absolute pleasure to have you here in the Combox with us.
Thank you so much for having me, Atik. I think, making my D10 commentary debut. And excited for the day. And as you know, I'm a Dubai kid at heart. I've played all my cricket for them, so I do have some support towards them. And here we go, the first ball of the game. Wasim Akram, and there you go. That's how I know Ronak Panoli to start, and right on the money, straight away, first ball out of the middle.
Well, no sighters required for this man, isn't it? Ronak Panoli, well, he comes from the school of thought where you see ball, hit ball. It doesn't mean if it's the first ball of his innings or the 100th ball. If it is in his arc, he's absolutely going to go for it. And what a way to get off the mark and to get the innings rolling. Brilliant here from Ronak Panoli. A special talent, isn't he? Ronak is capped by the UAE as well. Once, I beg your pardon, in fact, knocking on the doors of the UAE cricket, and certainly a talent to look out for.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, he's always been a good striker of the ball. And you saw that on the first ball. Like, he has been a consistent performer for Dubai and around the domestic circuit for a while now. So yeah, definitely knocking on the doors of the UAE setup at the moment. And him being in good form, as I think, has really helped Dubai really consolidate their place at the top in this tournament. I mean, 8 games and 7 wins, I think, especially in an unpredictable format like T10, is not something very heard of.
You're absolutely right. That's, once again, it says that especially in the T10 format, it's absolutely crucial that the top 3-4 batters get amongst the runs. And the moment, especially because you have very short time, isn't it, to get settled up to, because you've literally got just the first 2 overs of power play where the fielders are in, and you've got to go after it. That's again smashed straight to mid-off. Well, he's going up against another very, very good prospect, isn't it? Wasim Akram. Well, played the ILT as well. He's an excellent exhibition of left arm swing bowling. He can bring the ball back into the right hander as well, and that's when he's usually at his devastating best.
I think 100%. I mean, named after one of the greats of the game, another left-hand seamer, and he does certainly possess the qualities similar to the great Wasim Akram from Pakistan. And coming in for the fourth ball, slightly shot outs it off, and there we go. The first boundary of the game. We had a 6 before this, and this is the first 4 on this beautiful afternoon at this ground.
Was certainly a belter of a surface. Once again, Wasim Akram slightly erring in line there. And Ronak Panoli, the moment he sees some width, he's certainly going to throw his bat at it. Another very, very good stroke. Well, from what we've witnessed of Wasim Akram in recent times here is, Aryan, that he's slightly been off colour, hasn't he? Especially after that injury that he had a few months ago. He was absolutely brilliant with that new ball. And like you did mention, of course, named after one of the greats of the game, the great Wasim Akram. Again, a bit of in-swing there on that occasion. And, well, he did have the luxury of training under the great Wasim Akram as well, where he did pick up a lot of hints in the ILT, and he's carried that through to the domestic circuit here in the UAE, and certainly the ILT helping a lot of local players along the way as well. And I'm sure you've been a part of the system. I'd like to know your thoughts about how that has affected your influence into the game here as well.
I think, yeah, 100%. I've been part of 2 seasons in the ILT, and before that, Ronak's continuing his onslaught, another boundary in this over, 14 of the over already, and that also concludes the first over. And I think, yeah, let's get back to that discussion after the over.
Well, absolutely. A brilliant finish to the over. 14 runs come off it. It's 14 for no loss at the end of the first over.
And the second over of this game, first game, the 33rd game of the tournament, is going to be bowled by Ayan Khan, another prodigy in the UAE circuit, if you could say so. I think he's another one of those players, like we spoke about, has massively been helped by ILT 20. He has been around, yeah, I think he's been around for all the seasons with Gulf Giants. And on strike is Aditya Shetty, and he takes him on first ball. And there you go, both the batters starting in a very similar fashion. And I think Aditya Shetty's revamp, in the way he's revamped his game and he's come out as such an explosive batter, is something which I mean, I'm really proud to see. I've known him since I was a kid, and the way he's really shown himself, shown his true colors as a batter in this tournament, I think I'm just really happy for him. And you can see the way he's batted throughout this tournament and how he started today as well. And yeah, that's the best way. Hit a big one and get off strike, let the other batter handle it.
Well, that's the quality of a good batter, isn't it? The moment you get a boundary or a 6, you've got to try and rotate the strike. Well, the 5 singles from here onwards would give you 11 runs in the over. Well, you're absolutely right. Doesn't look like they're going to get 5 singles, especially the likes of Aditya and Ronak. Well, that's pulled. And another boundary through to the mid-wicket region. So, Ayan Khan slightly erring in line and length here. Short balls Well, especially when you're bowling inside the power play overs, you can ill afford to do that.
I think it's a tough format for bowlers, the T10 especially. I think there's a very, very small margin for error in this format. And there you saw that wasn't a bad ball, but Ronak just placed it in the gap, and that's given him another 4. And there you go, he's picked it up slightly back of length. And on a belter of a wicket like this, you're not getting away with that.
Well, Dubai off to a rollicking start here. A magnificent shot there once again from Ronak Panoli. Well, this is a massive gamble here taken by the Sharjah captain, bringing in a left-arm spinner, especially when the fielders are inside the circle. But certainly not paying off at this stage. Dubai, a brilliant start. 31 for no loss already. Well, down the leg side. Once again, this has gone all the way for a maximum. Well, this is some scintillating batting here by Ronak Panoli, setting the stage on fire early on here in this innings.
I think 100%, I think taking down Sharjah is probably the best bowler in this tournament. I think that really shows that Dubai is up for the fight and Dubai is here to win the tournament. And I think taking down someone like Ayan Khan is not something you get to do on a daily basis. And the way Dubai has gone about their business in this over shows that they mean business.
Good comeback there, but nevertheless, 23 runs come off that over from Ayan Khan. A magnificent start, 37 for no loss at the end of the second over. Well, there we go. The floating power play been rightly taken. Fielder positioned a deep square leg and one at mid-wicket. So expect the shorter ball from Wasim Akram. And there we go. This has been skied. Fielder coming under. And the catch has been taken. The plan has worked there, Aryan. That is a brilliant piece of bowling here by Wasim Akram. First blood being drawn. As beg your pardon, it's Ronak Panoli who has to walk back to the dugout. No, in fact, it's Shetty who departs.
Yeah, I think 100%. The plans worked, stuck to a game plan, decided what they wanted to do, and it's worked, I think. Fair play on taking the floating power play in the third over, the 37 for 2, but that's the game. Small margins, especially in T10 cricket. And yeah, it seems like it hasn't worked the way Dubai was planning it should have, but there's still 5 more balls to go. And as you can see, the new man walking in is Israr Ahmed, and he is also another explosive batter who's done really well for Dubai in the past tournaments and this tournament as well. So I don't see Israr taking his time. He knows it's the power play, the last over of the power play, so I'm pretty sure if it's in his arc, he's going to go after it as well.
In walks another champ, Israr Ahmed. Well, just a couple of nights ago, scored the fastest half century here in the D10. 50 of 12 balls. Israr Ahmed has been in red hot form. Another short ball, this time pulled in control. It's again towards that region. Ayan Khan with the cleanup. Well, full marks there to the captain of Sharjah. Got the plan right, isn't it? And you'll certainly back your bowler, especially of the someone of the caliber of Wasim Akram, to bowl to your field being set. He's an absolute class act, but do not count him off to try and bowl that double bluff, isn't it?
I think it's going to be really interesting because Ronak is someone who does enjoy playing the short ball. So it's going to be interesting if he tries to bluff him or just stick to the plan and just bang it in short. Yeah, there you go. He slowed it down, went up because he knows it himself because Ronak will be waiting for that short one. So I think that is smart play from him. Bluff the batter. And I think that is what T10 cricket is all about, especially the way this format's played, how fast-paced it is. It's all about you trying to outguess the batter, and it's the batter's job to try and outguess the bowler. And I think Wasim Akram's done that really well in this over. He's bowled 3 balls, picked up a wicket, 2 runs in the first 3 balls in the floating power play. So I think at the moment Wasim Akram's on top, but let's see what comes in on the 4th ball of the over. Bangs it in short, and that's what I was talking about. Israr Ahmed hits it out of the ground. That's the 2nd ball which is already lost today, and just goes on to show the caliber of a batter like Israr Ahmed, even against a quality bowler like Wasim Akram.
Well, once again, what a hit. What a magnificent hit there. Picking it off his hip, swiveling across, and smashing it out of the park. That's a humongous 6 there from Israr Ahmed. Well, he's got going, hasn't he? Another very serious talent, Israr Ahmed. Well, power play. Yes, in spite of losing that wicket of Aditya Shetty, I'd say still quite beneficial here for Team Dubai.
I think 100% you're right there, Atik. I think the format is such you don't really have time to wait after a wicket and sort of build a partnership. It's literally you trying to overtake the bowler the second you come in, and there you go. I think someone's come in Isra's way. And a quick change in field as well. Square legs come in and he's pushed back his long on. So maybe we could see a change of plans, maybe a slower one, or maybe the ball's still new. You could see a typical fast bowler's dream delivery in swinging Yorker. So it's going to be interesting what Wasim Akram's thinking. I can see he has been talking a lot with his captain, Khalid Shah. So it's going to be interesting what he's going to do now. Steaming in, Wasim Akram. And he's gone full, and Israr Ahmed has taken full. Israr Ahmed's hit that out of the ground. He's taken the ball on its merit and just pumped it out of Sharjah Stadium. I think he wanted to go for the in-swinging Yorker, but missed his length, and once again, T10 cricket, small margins, this is bound to happen. There you go. Didn't swing in as much as he wanted, wasn't full enough. It was right in the slot, and Israr Ahmed just pumps it out of the ground.
Well, a game of margins, they say, isn't it? You miss the length by a fraction, the ball's gonna disappear out of the park, just as he did there on that occasion. Well, what a brilliant start here for Team Dubai. Well, this again. Has he got all of it? He's got all of that. 2 in 2 here for Israr Ahmed. This is a magnificent onslaught by this champion right-hand batter. That's the end of the over. Look at that replay again. Oh, that's easy pickings for a batter of the class and caliber of Israr Ahmed. 58 now on the board, 58 for 1. Well, that's going to be a no ball. And guided down towards the fine leg region. A couple of runs. We'll have to re-bowl that again. No ball on that occasion. So free hit coming up here. Who's the bowler, man? Well, this again skied. Where has this gone? Has this gone all the way? No, fielder coming under. The catch has been taken, but it is a free hit. So the shot was on. But once again, a very good delivery. A back of a length. And that extra bit of bounce will just getting the top end part of the bat.
I think 100% hitting the steam over there and extracting that bounce. And yeah, I think everything going Dubai's way at the moment. Getting lucky with the free hits, getting those extra runs, and I think Sharjah hasn't bowled their best until now. And the format is such, you've got such little time to rectify your mistakes. And if Sharjah doesn't pick up their act anytime soon, I think they will be in for a very long chase.
Well, when you look it on paper, Aryan, certainly it does look like both teams are well matched. Sharjah has some serious players amongst their ranks as well, the likes of Khalid Shah, Rithya Aravind. We've also got the batters like Rais Ahmed, another prolific run getter. So plenty of batting, a lot of power in their lineup as well. But the question here is, how much can Sharjah control this onslaught here? What we've seen very often, scores above 110, 120 or sometimes can be quite tricky to chase down as well.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. But as you see, Dubai is 64 for 1 after the 3.3 overs. So I think they're definitely looking to go above the average 110, 120 mark. But eventually, I think it might go a bit too outside of Sharjah's reach. And there you go, Ronak Panoli continuing his onslaught, moving on to 42 of just 15 deliveries. That's not a place where you can bowl to him. A short ball, you can wake him up at 3 in the morning and he's going to hit that out of the ground.
Well, another magnificent hit. Ronak Panoli, well, he's going at a strike rate of almost 300 here now. 70 for 1 are Dubai in 3.4 overs. And Muhammad Ali, who's just come into the attack, well, he's been taken to the cleaners. Well, right now, if you look at the projected score, it certainly does look like they'll get close to that 150 run mark. But with 9 wickets in hand, with the batters yet to come in, you'll have to back Dubai to get beyond that as well. Can be quite a tough chase. But on the other end, this format is such, Aryan, that a wicket or two can suddenly change the complexion of the game.
I think, yeah, 100%. I think Sharjah needs to sort out their plans a little bit more and get a bit more decisive how they're going to bowl, because Sharjah Cricket Stadium at 3 in the afternoon is one of the flattest pitches in the world. So if you don't have clear-cut plans, which you should know how to execute, you are going to be taken to the cleaners. And I think in the first 4 overs of this game, that is exactly what's happened. I think Sharjah's been a bit all over the place until now. But once again, D10 format, like you said, 1 or 2 wickets here and there, and that could completely change the tide of the game.
Last ball of the over. Well, hit down the ground, over the fielder's head, 1 bounce into the boundary ropes. Magnificent shot there by Israr Ahmed to end the over. Well, runs are coming thick and fast. 4 overs done. It's 75 for 1. So Haider Razak coming into the attack to bowl the 5th over of the innings. 75 for 1. Well, once again crashed through the cover region. There is cover in the deep, just a single on that occasion. Well, Israr Ahmed is already on 24 now of 6 balls. Well, not far away from perhaps having another crack at his own record here, Aryan. He's striking it at 400 right now. Well, certainly some glimpses of your own batting style there.
I think 100% Israr has been one of Dubai's and UAE's domestic performers, and I think if there's someone who can stop him is Haider Razak, just falling short of the fielder there, and I think that's gone past him for 4. Sloppy work in the field. I think that was Keshav Sharma there. I think it was just a bit too full for him. Just couldn't judge that one. But once again, if there's someone who can stop Dubai's onslaught right now is Haider Razak. I think he's been exceptional in the last year or so. He's been in the country. There you go, the replay. I think I just misjudged it a little bit there, and it was just a bit too close for him to stop. But I think I do rate Haider Razak quite a bit. He has, on multiple occasions, shown that he is made for this level, and did have an impressive ILT20 as well. And there you go, hitting the length. I think the slower one there as signaled by Israr, and he's someone who's got a lot of different options and a lot of different tricks up his sleeve, and I think Dubai's got to be careful around him.
Well, definitely a talent to look out for here, Haider Razak. He can hit the ball, he can hit the deck hard, he can move the ball both ways as well. Well, Sharjah will certainly look up to him to get this breakthrough, to break this partnership. Nicely bowled there, searching for that Yorker length. And once again, if there is anybody who can help find the ball to dig that Yorker out to the boundary, is only Israr Ahmed. What a shot that was. Getting to the pitch of the ball and smashing it down the ground.
I think it goes on to show the quality Israr Ahmed possesses. And that wasn't a bad delivery. A low full toss on most occasions is a delivery which a bowler can get away with. But as you saw, just played the ball on its merit, just looked to time it and got another 4. And that takes Dubai to 84 in 4.4 overs.
Well, once again goes hard, this time straight to the fielder in the deep. Just a single on that occasion. So wickets, the wickets column, Sharjah are quite desperate at this stage. They want to see the back of these two batters, both going through extremely well. Strike rate of, in fact, the current run rate of almost 12 runs and over now. Oh, that's beautifully played. What a shot that was. Well, to me, that was the shot of the day, Aryan. Not trying to hit the ball too hard. It was a wide Yorker, just opening the face of the bat and getting it fine down towards the third man region for a boundary.
I think 100% just goes on to show his quality. Just good delivery, and he turned it into a bad one. And at the end of 5 overs after that, Dubai is 89 for the loss of 1 wicket. That was a good shot.
Big shot on the leg side. Goes for a maximum. No chance to introduce myself because they are in that mood. What an incredible strike.
I think 100% wasn't the worst of deliveries. Just tried to follow him and cramp him up for room. But Israr Ahmed just opening up his front leg and just hitting it over square leg for another maximum. Taking Dubai to 95 after 5.1 overs. And if the current onslaught keeps going, I think Dubai might post the highest total ever in Dubai or like D10's history.
At the moment, they don't have any answer whatsoever. What an incredible strike, straight as an arrow over the bowler's head. At the moment, the kind of form, the kind of mood that Israr is in, Sharjah doesn't want to bowl to him.
I think, yeah, 100%. I think it's not going to be easy to get away from the way these two are batting. And again, look at that. Look at that. That was a bad delivery. And someone like Israr, and the way he's batting, he's not going to miss out on that. Oh, what a catch. What a catch. Between all of that, I think Keshav Sharma just pulls off a blinder. An incredible catch by him, and I think this is exactly what Sharjah needed at this moment. Something, a little bit of luck starting to go their way.
It's certainly going to sting. The ball was travelling and travelling really quickly. But you needed a moment of brilliance from one of those players of Sharjah. And that is where he's come to the party. Keshav, a handy fielder, but I think he's pulled out a rabbit out of the hat. Big moment in this game. Wasn't the best of deliveries. It was a half-tracker, deserved to be punished. But then when you can put in efforts like these, a moment of desperation and desperate times. Oh my goodness gracious me, has it popped out? What has happened there? Pulled and heaved in the gap. Will just be a single. Aryan, what a moment in this game. 2 wickets down, but still runs on board.
I think, yeah, that incredible catch brings Amar Badami out in the middle, and he opens his account with a single, and that also brings up Dubai's 100. And just 5.4 overs, not something you get to see every day. And Ronak Panoli, 100%, being a little bit cautious, just lost another wicket, and the team's in a really good place. I don't think he would do anything to sabotage that.
What do you think is a good score on a wicket like this?
I think on a flat wicket like this, with Sharjah's batting firepower, you need something above 140. And
Oh my goodness gracious me, Ronak Panoli on the non-striker's end, and he is going to be applauding that massive strike from the bat of Amar Badami, who's joined the party as well.
oh yeah, 100%. I think Dubai only knows one way, and I think everyone's just going through it. Everyone's coming and everyone's just looking to attack, and that also ends the 6th over, and Dubai's 107 for 2 after that. And there you go. If you can just look at that, wasn't the worst of deliveries. Good line, good length, but just taking a step out and pumping it over deep mid wicket.
6 overs done, 107 for the loss of 2. Dubai are cruising here. Not really sure what is the kind of total that Sharjah are going to be comfortable with, because even though the top order in form, but these are way too many runs. Desperate times, desperate measures. Either it will be a single and it will get him to his milestone. Brilliant knock from the captain, leading from the front, making sure he's still not going to celebrate because the job is not done.
I think 100%. I think it's a quality knock from a quality player, and it just goes on to show the caliber of a batter like Ronak Panoli. He knew exactly when to accelerate and knew exactly when to just give himself some time, and he's done that to perfection. A 20-ball 50 is something you would take any day of the week in this format.
Really wanted to say that now is when he explodes, but he's already striking at 250. On the other hand, Amar Badami, no time to play second fiddle in this particular format. Everybody wants to have a go. Everybody wants a piece of the cherry.
I think 100%. On a flat pitch like this, in a quality ground, not the biggest grounds in terms of sizes, so I think every batter just has a field day when they just get going. And I think Dubai's done that really well today. I mean, 109 in just 6 overs against a quality bowling attack. And there you go, Ronak Panoli pumping it down. Hit it really well, but just was unlucky, just couldn't find the gap there.
Still sufficient time left in this game. Almost 30% of the game still pending in the first innings, and that's where Dubai have dominated the affairs by such a big margin. That won't be wrong in saying that Sharjah are batted out of the equation. Still 21 deliveries. Can they get to 150?
I think if the previous 6 overs is something we're going to look at, then 100%. I think Dubai does have the caliber to cross that 150 mark in this game. And I think Heather Razak's bowled really well in this over. He's been nailing his Yorkers, and I think this might just be the cheapest over of the inning. And with that shot, another double, hit it to the gap. Beautiful running between the wickets there. The longer part of the ground, just hit it slightly to the right of the fielder at deep cover and got a quick double there. I think that's also an important part of this format. You cannot just be looking to bash every ball out of the ground. So I think smart cricket from Dubai there.
If you're looking at the current run rate, they should be looking to get somewhere close to 165. But I feel that probably around 150, 155 is something that Dubai will be happy with. With shots like that, I'm not really sure if 150, 155 is something that they're going to be happy with, because Amar Badami and Ronak Panoli are serving wrath to the Sharjah bowling attack.
Beautiful shot there once again, just back of length and pumping it over the bowler's head. That's not an easy shot to play. Probably one of the hardest shots in the book, and Amar Badami has done it with just so much ease.
Certainly not a part of the book as well. You can't name it as a drive, you can't name it as a flick, it's more of a slap. Right in the block hole, probably the best delivery that Sharjah would have bowled today. 7 overs done, 118 for the loss of 2, Dubai. "11 runs in the previous over, probably one of the better overs that Sharjah have bowled, and that came from the arm of Haider. And that is where probably towards the end they're trying to pull the game back. If they can keep Dubai under 30 runs in the last 3 overs, I think it's an achievement with the way the game has panned out. Irfan coming into the attack. Even on the leg side, I think it's a no ball as well. And a little bit of misfield. Salt to the injury. And this is going to be burning the bowler.
I think he had 30 runs in next 3 overs. The way Dubai is going, that's going to be a grave task for them. Not the worst delivery, but would have loved to expect a little bit better from the fielder, I think. Especially after the way Keshav Sharma just took that unbelievable catch just a couple overs ago. I think Sharjah should really pick up what they're doing in the field. Not the best of efforts, especially when your team's under the pump and you've got a new bowler who's just come in, bowling his first ball of his spell. I think not something you need to support your bowlers in such a ruthless format like this. You need to be behind the bowlers.
Lakra, let's ask you a tough one. After this pre-hit, it's a freebie, and that's something that Ronak Panoli has had through the innings. Every ball has been played like a free hit. And despite that jump, this is still going to be clearing the ropes. Another maximum for Dubai and Ronak Panoli.
I think a quality shot once again. I think slightly just missing his Yorker there and getting under it. You can see he's deep inside his crease and he's pumped it over long off, just playing the ball on its merit. I think Dubai has just kept it so simple and it's been so effective for them.
Lakra, just imagine if you were bowling there, what would you have done?
Pulled a hamstring.
Nice one. Good way to get out of the equation. But someone who's not getting out of the equation at the moment is Irfan, because he's being tonged around by Ronak Panoli and he's paying an expensive price for it.
Yeah, there you go. Again, just slightly missing his Yorker. I think these are not bad deliveries, but just the touch Ronak Panoli is in right now. I think that's a beautiful shot, just over the bowler's head. Didn't try to overhit this one and just placed it in the gap and got another boundary for that. And there you go. It's been an expensive start for Irfan. Just 2 deliveries and he's already been hit for 15 runs. Oh, that's been skied. Hitting the hard line, that's been skied. Falling in no man's land. Amar Badami wanted the second there, but I think that was a good call from Ronak Panoli not to take a double from the arms of Keshav Sharma.
Now, Ronak Panoli hasn't had one of the greatest of tournaments. Against Fujairah, 6. Against Emirates Blues, 10. Emirates Reds, 2. Dubai, 16. Did get a 50 against Ajman. But apart from that, it has been pretty much disappointing considering the standards of Ronak Panoli. Inside out. Protection in the deep, so just a single. What a way to come back to form, Ronak Panoli, isn't it, Lakra?
I think 100% Ronak Panoli is the type of player like you can just never count him out. He's the type of player who can win you a game just alone on his own batting. So you can just never count him out. On a good day, he's going to take the game away from you before you even know what to do. And that is exactly what he's been doing so far in this game. 66 in just 25 deliveries.
Clarity is what you need, and clarity is what is provided. Finally, some resistance for the very hard-working Sharjah. The back of Ronak Panoli, who was looking so good in the middle. Commentator's curse, you can name it as that way. But at the moment, Ronak Panoli, after a brilliant knock of 66, is going to be walking back. 26 deliveries to get there. A strike rate of north of 250. 5 sixes and 4. That's 6 boundaries. Incredible striking.
Oh yeah, 100%. A quality knock from a quality player. And after that, the loss of the third wicket, Dubai, is 135 in 7.5 overs.
In comes the man of crisis. He's in terrific form. On most occasions, he is the one who has bailed the Dubai side out of difficult situations. In a few games, 50 for 5 were Dubai. And then in came Ali Nasir. And the kind of cameos that he played towards the end bailed Dubai to a winning cause. A couple of man of the matches, if I'm not making a mistake.
I think, yeah, just Dubai's firepower just doesn't seem to stop. They've got good batters in form coming in just one after the other. Playing his first ball and he's pumped it down to long on. And after the end of 8 overs, Dubai is 136 for 3.
"18 runs from the over of Irfan, but most importantly, the wicket of Ronak Panoli, the captain of Dubai. Final 12 deliveries, the penultimate over. Will be expecting to unleash himself. Ali Nasir with just 12 deliveries, licking his lips, dancing down the track, inside out. Doesn't get a good part of his bat, but will rotate the strike still.
I think, yeah, it was there to be hit, but the guy's just walked in, playing his second delivery. So I know it's a bit harsh, but the way Dubai's been going, that should have been hit out of the ground. And that single brings Amar Badami on strike, and he's been striking it really well as well, striking at over 200 right now. 7 balls, 17, has hit a couple of maximums, beautiful cricket shots. So he didn't really get much strike in the last over, so he'll be looking to get himself a few highlights for his Instagram page in this over.
We're talking about 150. 150 is just around run a ball. .137 for the loss of 3. 11 balls remaining. Ali hit up in the air. I think a lot of height, not a lot of distance. Opportunity, brilliantly taken. Backpedaling. Unbelievable catching. They've been in trouble all afternoon, and that is when 2 brilliant catches have bailed them out.
I think 100%. That was a quality catch, running back over his shoulder, judged it beautifully and grabbed it with some really safe hands. And because of that catch, Amar Badami has to walk back to the dugout after scoring 17 of 8 deliveries and with the help of 2 maximums. And that is the 4th wicket down for Dubai for the score of 137.
Yep.
And the new man walking into bat is Mr. Nilansh Keswani, another left-hander joining Ali Nasir out in the middle. And yeah, a quality player, a quality all-rounder who has helped Dubai to multiple wins. It would be good to see what he can do in the remaining 10 deliveries of this game. Muhammad Ali running in. Oh, and that was a corker of a delivery. Nilansh Keswani trying to make a little bit of room, but missed out on that. A beautiful Yorker from Ali over there. There you can see. Made some room, but couldn't get his bat to it.
Just trying to pull the game back in their favour at the moment is Sharjah. Picking up few quick wickets. Nilansh back to the pavilion for a golden duck as the 5th wicket falls for Dubai. Nine deliveries to spare. 137 on the board. They're looking to get past 150. 13 runs away from it. Hat-trick delivery in the block hole once again, and driven well to the sweeper for a single.
I think, yeah, it's been a quality over from Ali so far. This is something Sharjah really needed. And yeah, 138 at the moment. And from what we know, the previous highest score in the tournament, or the highest score so far, is 150, which was also scored by Dubai. So it'll be interesting to see if they can break their own high score and set a new one in this tournament.
Now Sharjah does have a little bit of red in them. Dubai does like the Reds. Whether it's the Emirates Reds or the Sharjah, they've gone after him. And what a shot. What an incredible shot. Player in the deep is only going to be a spectator. Ali Nasir is a fierce striker, and he's just joined the party.
Yeah, picked it up beautifully. Good line, good length. Wasn't given much room, but just clearing his leg and pumping it over long on for a beautiful 6. There you go, you can see. Just rolled his finger over that, and Ali Nasir just opening up his front leg and pumping it down the ground.
Really feel that Ali was good with bowling those Yorkers. Didn't need to go to change of pace. Was looking for some kind of opportunity, Ali Nasir, and Happy to be accepting it. Flicked on the leg side, just be a single. He will retain strike for the next over. 145 for the loss of 5 at the end of 9. 6 balls to spare. I think Dubai will get past 150.
Coming in for the last over, Irfan uses an expensive first over. And he's missed his Yorker, and a player of Ali Nasir's quality is not going to miss out on that. A low full toss, and he has pumped it out of the ground. And that also brings up Dubai's 150.
What a shot. What an incredible shot. Never looked to hit it hard. Just a shorthand jab. And the way it travels, unbelievable striking. Ali Nasir, 15 of 5. Certainly would be feeling that he's probably come in a little too late. He would have wanted to be there probably around the 5th over mark, because a player of his caliber, his capability, wonder what he would have done to this attack of Sharjah. Six of the very first delivery. 150 on the board. In the block hole and plays it very respectfully. He's pushing for the second. I think he will go for the second. He's rushing through. And this is very, very good running between the wicket. Very smart in making sure that Ali Nasir ran through. And it was Ramiz who held the crease just to make sure that Ali Nasir was going to be taking strike for the next ball. And in the process, the overthrow will allow them to scamper for a couple of runs.
I think Ramesh Shahzad is a very experienced player. Has been playing for a very long time. Has played a lot for UAE. Won a lot of games for UAE. So that experience being put on show over there. Ali Nasir on strike once again. And he has pumped it out of the ground. I think that's the 4th ball which has been lost today. A quality shot from a quality player.
For a moment, I felt that Yusuf Zai was telling the wicketkeeper Ritya Arvind, what else could I do? What do you expect out of me? Because these balls are going out of the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. No respect whatsoever from Ali Nasir. Striking over 300 at the moment. Wouldn't be wrong in saying that Dubai is making a mockery of the home team Sharjah.
Yeah, it's been a tough outing for the Sharjah bowlers. I mean, 9.3 overs, 159, not something you see every single day, especially against a side like Sharjah, filled with a lot of talent. But I think Dubai has just outclassed them in the first inning.
"32 runs in his 9 deliveries that he's bowled. He's got a wicket, but at the moment he doesn't have an answer. Right in the block hole, and this is well played from Ali Nasir. Doesn't want to go for the single. I think it's a good call.
I think that is smart play from Ramesh Shahzad. He's only played 1 ball, and Ali's already pumped 3 out of the ground. He's batting on 23 of 8, so it would make sense to try and give him the last 2 deliveries as well. And I think what Dubai is going to be hoping for is another 2 maximums, and someone like Ali Nasir is 100% capable of doing that. Oh, he's nailed his Yorker once again. I think this should have been the plan altogether from the start. I think Irfan should have just stuck to this instead of trying to bowl halfway down the track or just roll his fingers over the delivery. As you can see the pitch, there's a bit of shine over it, so I don't think there's a lot of grip which is going to help the slower bowlers. So I think the best way is to just completely just cut everything out and just nail the block holes.
I feel that probably bowling slower through the air might also help. If you just remove the pace out of the equation. 14 runs, and finally timber has been struck from Irfan. He'll have the back of Ali Nasir. Brilliant Yorker.
I think, yeah, 100%. I think this should have been the plan altogether. Just keep it super simple. He's bowled 3 Yorkers at the end and he's nailed all of them and hasn't given a run. And that also brings Dubai's inning to an end, ending with 159 in their 10 overs. So it is going to be some task when Sharjah comes out to bat. But looking at Sharjah's lineup, you can never put them out of the game. They've got some quality batters who are lined up, who are going to come in and bat. So it is going to be a very interesting chase coming our way.
What a performance, unbelievable performance from the likes of Dubai, putting on 159 rather, for the loss of 6. It all started with Ronak Panoli, the captain, leading from the front, getting 66 of 26 deliveries. Aditya Shetty did a part early. Israr Ahmed continued the mockery, 43 of 13 deliveries. Everybody else continued to strike. Amar Badami, 17 of 8. Ali Nasir, 23 of 10. Not a lot from Nilansh and Ramiz, and that's where 159. Some fierce striking from Dubai. And then when we are talking about the bowling of Sharjah, it's a scorecard that one doesn't want to see if you're a Sharjah fan. 1 wicket apiece for Ayan and Wasim Akram. Couple of wickets for Aliyar Mohammad and Irfan Yusufzai. But the economy was the concerning factor. They conceded way too many. And that's where they were in some serious trouble. Right then, 159 on the board. How did it all pan out? Here's the highlights for you. It all started with the bat of Ronak Panoli on the very first delivery with a 6 towards mid-wicket. He continued the momentum. He was partnered by Aditya Shetty, who did get a maximum, but he didn't stay there for too long. Israr Ahmed came in, and Ronak Panoli and Israr Ahmed was striking so clean that Sharjah had just no answer to it. All around the ground, and boundaries were just raining, 4s and 6s. It didn't matter who came into the attack, everybody was being taken apart. And that's when a moment of brilliance came in to dismiss Israr. Amar Badami came in, and Amar Badami joined the party with Ronak Panoli. And they once again started to go. The flow of boundaries just did not stop. Finally, they got the back of Ronak Panoli, and in came Ali Nasir. And Ali Nasir was just incredible. He's the man in form, and he just kept continuing. He kept going, except for the last 3 balls, where a gem of a delivery finally got us back on the last delivery of the innings. But all said and done, 159 runs on the board for the loss of 6 wickets. Can Sharjah get 160? Yes, no? Answer on the other side of the break.
Welcome back to the Sharjah Cricket Stadium for the run chase of the game between Dubai and Sharjah, and this is what transpired in the first innings. Dubai breaking their own record here at the Emirates D10 2026, posting the highest score of the tournament, 159 for 6 in their 10 overs. Well, all thanks to that brilliance right up the order. Ronak Panoli with a belligerent 66 of 26 balls. Israr Ahmed will once again amongst the runs, 43 of 13. And then some late impetus there by Ammar Badami and Ali Nasir, scoring 17 and 23 respectively, just pushing the target and setting a score of 160 for victory for Team Sharjah. Well, will they be able to get it? Only time will tell. We just have the two opening batters just walking out, having walked out to bat. And this is the bowling scorecard. A wicket apiece for Wasim Akram and Ayan Khan, both going for a plenty. And Aliyar Muhammad and Irfan Yusufzai both picking up a couple of wickets apiece. Well, all bowlers certainly taking a serious stick here at the hands of the batters of Dubai. 160 runs required for victory of the 10 overs. And Sharjah, well, they've got to go at a rate of 16 runs and over. That's absolutely mind-boggling, to say the least. And I'll tell you, if Sharjah have to stand a chance at getting anywhere close to this target, well, all the onus will fall on these two batters on your screen, Khalid Shah and Ritya Aravind. Two of the most talented, or one of the talented young players here in the UAE, both capped by the UAE national team as well. And this man on screen, well, he's a special find. Ritya Aravind will take strike. It's going to be Ali Nazir with the new ball. Ball number 1. Short and wide outside the off stump. Just guided down to a short third. Well, Aryan Lakra joins me. Aryan, welcome back. 160. Well, mind-boggling there, but if there's anybody who can get Sharjah closer to that target, it's going to be these two. Khalid Shah, well, after a brilliant 83 in the previous game, well, he'll need to fire again tonight.
Thank you, Atik, for introducing me again. So, yeah, I think I completely agree with what you've said. I think if anyone's going to be able to chase down this massive total, it's going to be these two. And there you go, second delivery, halfway down the pitch, Ritya Aravind pulls it with ease and he's hit it out of the ground. I mean, just goes on to show the quality of this player. I don't really think he middled it as well, but just such good hands. Just a light swivel, just pumping him over mid-wicket with a lot of ease there.
What a shot that was from this champion batter. Ritya Aravind, second ball, was not very much in control there, I'll tell you. That bounced above his eye line, but still he managed to have that swing that managed to clear it out of the park. That's a brilliant shot there by Ritya Aravind. Magnificent hit. 6 for no loss is Sharjah. Ali Nazir will be a bit under pressure now. It's absolutely crucial. Ritya Aravind. Aryan, I'm sure you've played a lot of cricket with him as well. Special talent. Was searching his way back into the team as well, and certainly the national team can do with the services of a player of the caliber of Ritya Aravind, isn't it?
I think, yeah, that's completely right. I think he's done really well in the past as well when he has represented the UAE. I mean, the numbers just talk for themselves. The highest scorer for UAE in ODI cricket. That's not a easy task to complete. And yeah, I think he's knocking all the right doors, just putting in the performances. And there you go. Outside off and just opening the face of his bat. But oh my God. This is a big blow for Sharjah. Ali Nasir striking on his third delivery. I think that's how you come back. Saw him walk towards the offside, just kept getting away from his arc, and really good field set and just a well-executed plan there from Dubai and Ali Nasir.
Well, that's a big breakthrough. Massive breakthrough. Ritya Aravind back in the dugout. Excellent delivery there by Ali Nasir. Bowling to his field. He had a point fielder in the deep. And with Rithya Arvind reaching out for the ball, just managing to get the sliced edge part of the bat. Sharjah lose their first. Early blood drawn here by Dubai. 6 for 1.
New man who's walked in is Rais Ahmed and starts off with a boundary, and that's the kind of player we know him to be. Just slightly outside off, throws his hands at it, just drives it through the line, over the infield, 4 runs.
Well, what a start. What a brilliant start here to the innings here for Rais Ahmed. Well, he's a class act, this man. Well, I've seen him on his heydays. When he gets going, he's an absolute treat to watch. Rais Ahmed scored a magnificent 175 in a game recently, in a T20 game at the ICC Academy. Rais Ahmed. Oh, look at that. Improvisation. He's managed to clear the fielder who was inside the circle. The fielder does extremely well. I'm sure the umpires will just want to have a look at it if he's managed to keep that inside the field of play.
I think, yeah, quality shot there from a quality batter. Not letting Ali Nasir get settled on one line in length, just getting him off his mark. And a quality effort as well from Yug Sharma over there. A youngster playing for Dubai for the last few seasons. And, oh, that's a tough one. I think he has stepped over the line, did put in a lot of effort to try and stop that. But I think he might be stepping outside the line when he has made contact with the ball.
Yeah, well, it certainly does look like that. We'll just wait for the confirmation from the umpire. But full marks for effort there by Yug Sharma. One of the young guns. A brilliant fast bowler, Yug Sharma. Just having a couple of looks there. The third umpire just wants to make absolutely sure. And there you see at that point, feet touching beyond the boundary rope. Just still waiting for the confirmation. Well, there we go. Rightfully being given a boundary. So Rais Ahmed, well, 2 balls and 2 boundaries. Well, he's on his way, isn't it? It's a fantastic start here for Sharjah, in spite of losing that wicket early on in this over.
And that's a wide. I think Ali's just trying to stick to his plan. He's got 2 fielders on the line outside off, and he just wants to be outside the batter's swinging arc. I think a tad bit too wide over there. I think he wouldn't be too happy with that. He is a quality bowler, and he really works hard on his game. And I think, yeah, he's going to be mad at himself for that.
Well, certainly they do set very high standards for themselves here. Ali Nasir, definitely a very, very good talent. He's gone for 15 runs though of this over. Sharjah, well, they've managed to hit their required rate. Last ball coming up. Well, he goes. Beautifully hit. Inside out over covers. And Aryan Lakra, I'm sure you'd vouch for me that that's one of the toughest shots to play in the cricketing book.
Oh yeah, I think 100% that is a very tough cricketing shot. And we can talk about it more in the next over. But for now, Sharjah off on trying to chase this massive target. 21 for 1 after 1 over.
Well, 21 for 1. Fantastic start here as far as the runs are concerned. Sharjah. Well, they cannot afford to lose more wickets. They'll need a partnership going here. Still a massive mountain to climb here for Sharjah. Rais Ahmed. In fact, I beg your pardon. It's going to be the captain, Khalid Shah, on strike. Well, straight away starts off down towards the square extra cover region. And a boundary of the first ball here. Khalid Shah's off the mark in style.
Yeah, Sanjay Sharma, a bit too full over there, I reckon, in my opinion. And I think this is going to be a tough task for him. As we all know, he is known for swinging the ball. Probably one of the best bowlers who do that in the UAE. But it's going to be a tough task at this time, on this pitch, and these conditions when the batters are just looking to go after you. It'll be interesting how Sanjay Sharma operates. Like, yeah, there you see, he's trying to get away from the batter's swing. But in trying to do so, a bit too wide, and that's a wide delivery. He'll have to bowl that again.
Well, they did get the fielder now positioned at the sweeper cover after that boundary from Khalid Shah. The in flight slightly. No, in fact, he's now come back into the circle, and there's a long on and a deep mid wicket in place. So expect the full delivery on the leg stump. Well, the line was wrong. That was once again a lot of width being offered. And if you give that line and length to Khalid Shah, he will feast you for breakfast, lunch and dinner all day long.
I think, yeah, a game of very small margins. Had a plan in place, just couldn't execute it. So, yep, you have to pay for the crime. And I think it's going to be interesting what Sanjay Sharma is going to think now. Not the fastest bowlers in the circuit, but surely one of the most skillful ones. So it's going to be interesting what he's going to be thinking. Again, just changing his field, changing his plan. I think he might be trying to do what Ali Nasir did in the last over when he got the wicket of Ritya Arvind. He has pulled in his deep mid-wicket and his mid-on. And he's got two people deep outside of the deep cover, the sweeper, and a deep point. So I think he's just going to try and go wide again. Oh, that is poor bowling. That is poor bowling from Sanjay Sharma. Two deliveries in a row, two completely different plans, and he's managed to bowl both of them in the exact opposite place where he should have bowled.
Well, I certainly am losing words to describe what just transpired there. The captain, Ronak Panoli, managed to get two fielders on the offside and he goes straight up. When you miss your length and line to Khalid Shah, you will pay a very heavy price. 14 runs of 3 balls here for Khalid Shah. Well, Sharjah very much in pursuit here. 30 for 1 on the board already. Well, Yorker length, but this time it was a better delivery. Hitting the block hole. Got his plans right there on that occasion. And a dot ball, certainly a dot ball at this stage is like the weight of gold. Sanjay Sharma, very talented indeed. He comes from a family of cricketers. Sister Kushi Sharma plays for the UAE Women's. Well, goes down the ground. Once again misses the length. Once again misses the line. Khalid Shah says thank you very much. And he's deposited this out of the park once again. Brilliant stroking.
Yeah, I think Sharjah is in for this chase. There you go, in the slot. I think that's the length as a fast bowler you cannot bowl in any format. Whether it's days cricket or 50 over or T20 or T10 for that matter. Just cannot be bowling in the slot over there. Because that is going to be eaten for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Regardless of what format, what the team situation is. Last ball of the over coming up. Nailing his Yorker finally once again. But a quality single. Good single there from Khalid Shah, and oh my god, rubbing salt into the wounds of Sanjay Sharma. Ali Nasir nailing that directed from mid-off, but the ball ricocheting off the stump, resulting in another extra run. And that's 44 at the end of 2 overs.
Rightfully, they've taken the floating power play straight away, and why not? When you're striking them beautifully, 44 for 1 in 2 overs. Run rate of 22 runs and over. Well, they started at 16 runs and over, the Aryan. They managed to pull it down. And if these two can carry on in this vein, well, we certainly have a game on our hands. And one of the fastest bowlers here in the UAE domestic comes into the attack. It's Taimur Bhatti, another special talent. He can be quite skiddy off the surface. He's got to get his length right here. Well, that's a beautiful hit. Rais Ahmed. Well, what hands there. What power of this little jumbo that we so lovingly call him. What a magnificent stroke.
Yeah, wasn't the worst of deliveries. I think ideal of fast bowler's length, just hitting the hard length into the body, trying to cramp him up, but that's the quality of your so-called little jumbo. Just got to it before it got to him and just helping it on its way. And with the pace Taimur offers you, if you can play a shot like that, that is some serious class.
Well, nothing wrong with the delivery there, wasn't it, Aryan? It was just around a good length. But Rais Ahmed, he's so strong off his body. Anything on the line of his body, well, certainly will disappear out of the park. Well, that's once again that we say how vital as a bowler, your strengths as far as hitting the Yorker lengths or those slower balls become extremely vital, especially in this format. And once again, it absolutely baffles me why the bowlers do not bowl that very often.
I think 100%. I think what Taimur might be planning to do was try and use the new ball, try and use the shine and extract some swing out of the wicket. But if he saw anything in the first inning, there isn't much to offer today. So I think he must go to his plan. But there you go. I think he did want to try and land that Yorker, but missing it. And a batter of Rais's quality won't be missing out on those. Just missing his Yorker. And there you can see, you can actually hear them in the comm box. The Sharjah team from the outside supporting the bowlers, supporting the batters, and I think a little bit of mind games as well, trying to just bring Dubai a little bit more under the pump, which they already are with Sharjah at 55 after, or 56 if I must say, after 2 overs.
I'll tell you what, if Sharjah does manage to get over the line, it would be a brilliant effort. Not easy, mind you, with every single passing ball, a dot ball like that, suddenly the required rate will climb. That was a better delivery this time. Not the right shot selection there by Rais, trying to go on the leg side. He'd have been better off trying to pierce that offside field. But 52 runs on the board already. Well, exactly what the doctor ordered here for Sharjah.
I think 100% this is exactly the start Sharjah would have wanted, and it's just a matter of them trying to carry on. And Rais Ahmed once again going over the top on the offside, and a good effort there by Ali Nasir to just keep it down to just 2 runs. I think for Dubai, I think it's all about just being calm. They have to remember it's still the floating power play. They've got 7 overs after this, where they will have the opportunity to have 5 fielders outside. I think in a format like this, the margin is so small. I think at times it's just about being calm and not trying too many things, and it's just get out of the power play and then reassess and re-understand what your plans are going to be.
Good delivery. Rais Ahmed not in the best of shape on that occasion, just getting the inside part of the bat. 11 runs have come off this over so far. Well, under the circumstances, after going for a 6 of the very first ball, Taimur Bhatti has done quite well. 55 for 1. Last ball of the over. Can he finish it off well here? Khalid Shah. Well, he's been in red hot form. Struggled early on in the tournament. He did play the series in Saudi Arabia. Then after coming back, after playing in those turning pitches, he did find it extremely hard to readjust. Well, now going through very nicely. Well, that's a wide delivery. Wavered there. This is what Taimur Bhatti can be guilty of sometimes can be quite wavered.
I think 100% Temur is the type of bowler where his rhythm matters a lot on any particular day. The day his body is feeling good and he's feeling that he's behind the ball every single time with his wrist, I think he's one of the hardest bowlers to play. But at the same time, the days he's just not finding that rhythm, he might also be the batting team's best friend. But to be fair, until now hasn't been too bad. I think he's just trying to stay away from Khalid's swing. He knows how dangerous Khalid is in that long on mid-wicket region. Anything in there, Khalid's gonna dispatch it. Like you can see, there's a deep point, so he is trying to just stay away from Khalid's batting arc and just trying to just give him one and get out of the over.
Well, I'm not really sure why, if he's planning to bowl that wide outside the off-stump length, Aryan, that he's got a deep square leg in place. Perhaps maybe that double bluff, maybe a bouncer coming up as well. Last ball of the over coming up. Well, slower ball. Chance fielder coming under, and the catch has been taken. So that wide slower ball this time working. Khalid Shah has to walk back to the dugout. This is a massive moment in the game.
I think the plan really working. A slower ball didn't land where he wanted it, but a blessing in disguise. Actually, a slow full toss completely deceiving Khalid Shah over there and just getting the toe end of his bat. And Khalid Shah has to walk back after a simple catch for Sanjay Sharma, walking back after scoring 22 of 7 deliveries with the help of 2 fours and 2 sixes. And there we go, spin being introduced into the attack. Nilanj Keswani is Dubai's prime spinner in this tournament coming into bowl. This is going to be quite an interesting over. Not a lot to offer for a spinner on this track today. And Rais Ahmed in the form he is. First ball, stepping out. I think a good field set from Nilanj Keswani. He's kept 3 people towards the point and he's opened up the cover. Because Rais is someone who does love to go over cover when it comes to spinners. So I think that's a good smart field set. T10 cricket, it's not about picking up wickets. It's about saving the runs, and it's all about economy, and I think that's a very smart plan. Rojit Ganesh, the new batter on strike, and there you go, once again sticking to that plan, staying away from the batter's arc. Nilanj Keswani strikes, and Rojit has to depart without opening his account.
Brilliantly bowled there. Well, he's a street smart cricketer, isn't he? Nilanj Keswani, another UAE capped special talent, recognizing the batter advancing down the pitch. And beautiful work there behind the stumps. Aditya Shetty doesn't drop too many. Rojit Ganesh departs for a golden duck. So quick wickets in succession here, 58 for 3.
And Nilanj Keswani striking literally on his second delivery. A smart piece of bowling there by him. And Sharjah, to tackle the left-arm spin of Nilanj Keswani, have sent in a left-hander, Keshav Sharma, who can surely strike the ball really hard, playing his first ball. And that is exactly what we were talking about. Striking it, a tough chance on the line there for the fielder at deep mid-wicket. I believe that was Aditya Shetty there, just clipping his hand. And if you want to win this game, you have to take those chances. Look at that. Opening his account with a 6. Fielder got under it, just got one hand to it. A great effort, no matter the less.
Yes, a good effort there. But nevertheless, a very, very good strike there by Keshav Sharma to open up his innings. Now, I'd say the pendulum swung towards the side of Dubai. It will get tougher as we speak. And chance of a run out. Rais Ahmed, not the quickest around. But we'll have a look at the replay again. Well, I think he's just made it in time. So, good piece of running there by Rais Ahmed.
I think the way Rais Ahmed is striking the ball, he wants to play every ball. He wants to play every bowler, and I think that's a good single. A little bit of risk involved over there, but I think that's exactly what you have to do when you're chasing a mammoth total of 160 in just 10 overs. And just to recap, I think it's 93 and 38 deliveries, which is needed for Sharjah, and if it's anyone who can do it right now for them is Rais Ahmed.
Your last hope. Rais Ahmed pulls it, and he's got a maximum. Once again, Rais Ahmed, well, keeping the hopes alive here for Sharjah. That was not the delivery you bowl to this man's caliber. Too short on that occasion. And Rais Ahmed pounces on that. 14 coming off this over so far. Rais Ahmed will keep strike for the next over. And rightfully so. 4 overs done. Game very much in the balance. 74 for 3. Well, an extremely tough ask here with 7 wickets in hand. 86 to win of 36 balls. And it's going to be Yug Sharma. And straight away been hit up in the air. And that's gone for a maximum. Rais Ahmed once again with a brilliant stroke down the ground. Welcoming Yug Sharma in style.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough task for a youngster like Yug Sharma. That delivery might work in age group cricket, but when you're bowling to the likes of Rais Ahmed, who doesn't leave some of the premier fast bowlers in UAE, that's not where you want to be bowling to him. I think someone like Yug Sharma, I've played along with him. He's someone who's got a really good Yorker. I think he should be willing to trust it and trust himself that he is going to be able to land it. But you cannot be bowling there to someone like Rais. First ball, putting the bowler under a lot of pressure there, Rais. Sticking to the same length there, just trying to just get into his body, cramp him up for room there, and just getting Rais off strike. And that brings Keshav Sharma back to strike, who started his inning with a massive blow over mid-wicket, and surely with the required run rate around 14 runs, just under 14 runs, Keshav Sharma is not going to be looking to rotate the strike. He's going to be looking to go big as well.
Well, so far, you'll have to give it to the Sharjah batters that inside the first half of the innings, they've managed to keep abreast of the required rate. They're going at 19 runs and over. But this becomes the crucial period of play here for Sharjah. The next 2-3 overs will be absolutely vital. Oh, that's a glorious shot. But there is cover in the deep. Great piece of captaincy there. Just placing Nilansh Keswani slightly fine towards the offside, just covering those angles. But Rais Ahmed, 42 of 13 balls. Well, he certainly will hold the key, and with him the last hopes for Sharjah.
I think surely the way he's going, he must see this inning through, because the way he is striking, he is the man who can take Sharjah over the line. Yug Sharma coming in for his 4th ball, sticking to that plan, just staying away from his arc, maybe just rolling his fingers over it, and he's got protection in the deep. He's got fielders wide on the offside. He's got the square leg inside the circle on the leg side. So again, just a simple plan. Just stay out of Raees Ahmed's reach, and I think it's been working so far after the first delivery.
Yeah, he's come back quite well. 3 singles of the last 3 balls. But he's a quality act, this man on your screen. Yug Sharma, young and extremely talented. Slightly shorter this time, and that's gone all the way through the mid-wicket region. So Keshav Sharma with a couple of lusty blows here. Well, the charge is certainly very much on. And as we approach the halfway stage, well, I'd say the game is very well balanced and poised.
I think 100% might have to rethink his plan to Keshav Sharma, and I think that's the tough part of being a bowler when you're bowling to a left-hander, right-hander combo out in the middle, a partnership of 2 different types of batters. You have to change your plan on every single delivery, and on that occasion, Yug Sharma just wasn't able to do that.
Well, goes over covers. Has he got all of it? Well, what timing and what placement behind that. Just look at that jubilation in the dressing room of the Sharjah players. And they certainly believe, Sharjah believe, Keshav Sharma believes. At the halfway stage, Sharjah in a very good position, 95 for 3 at the end of the at the end of the 5th over. Well, this is a very interesting move. The experienced Rami Shahzad comes into the attack. Well, this is a huge gamble being taken by the captain. Bringing up an off spinner against the likes of someone like Raees Ahmed can either pay off or it can go horribly wrong. But Rami Shahzad, well, he's not a mere pushover. He's a very experienced cricketer. Perhaps the most experienced in this crop of players that you'll find, Rami Shahzad. Well, good to see him having trimmed up a little bit as well, Aryan. Seriously, even at this age, taking his game very seriously.
Yeah, 100%. I think we do spend quite some time together in the gym, Ramiz and I. So yeah, he has trimmed up. He has been working hard on his fitness. And well bowled from Ramiz there. I think he's a very smart bowler. Quite underutilized, if I must say, because I am a big fan of his bowling. Because he is someone who is really smart about the way he bowls. Like even on that one you saw, he is willing to give it some air and just completely take the pace out of the delivery, and did get some turn on that. And I think with Keshav Sharma, the way he's striking, I think Rami Shahzad is the right bowler who's been brought in.
Well, we just feel that something's about to give here. 2 runs of the first 2 balls. Well, this is in the air. Well, fielder coming under, and the catch has been taken. Well, our co-commentator here in the comm box, Mr. Pranav, just made a massive call there. Well, does he hold? A crystal ball is the question. Well, absolutely, that's experience for you. But Aryan, well, timely wicket here at this at the right time here for Sharjah.
I think 100%. Keshav Sharma was looking quite dangerous. If you look at that strike rate of 333, 3 sixes in his 6 deliveries, and a really good catch by Sanjay Sharma, making it look very simple. And the new man in is Haider Razak, who I believe has been given a promotion for his hard-hitting skills. Surely he is someone who can clear this ground with ease. But once again, talking about Ramesh Shahzad, just such an experienced campaigner of this game and just not giving any pace to Keshav Sharma. They're keeping it away from him. And first ball, Haider Razak has decided to go after him, and a brilliant try there by Amar Badami. Could have possibly been catch of the tournament if he caught that. And we'll have to wait for the umpire's decision over there. A bit too full on that occasion, Ramesh Shahzad maybe just trying to swing it away from him. And that is possibly 6, hitting the rope directly. And Haider Razak opening his account with a 6, and I think Sharjah's plan to promote him up the order is starting to pay off there.
Well, it does look like on first side that did hit the boundary on the full. So we're just waiting for a confirmation there from the umpire. But yes, you're absolutely right. If he managed to hang on to that, that could have been certainly a game-changing moment. The umpire's still looking. You don't want to be in the shoes of the third umpire at this stage. But Ramesh Shahzad, once again, the man with the golden arm, providing the breakthrough when you need it the most, using in all his experience, enticing the left-hander to play across the line, only to get caught out in the deep. Let's have a look at that again. Zoomer on.
4.
Well, it's very tough to say, isn't it?
4, 4. 3 bounces up. That's if it hit up the full.
Well, there we go. So that was a maximum to begin with. Great shot there by Haider Razak. Very first ball. That would certainly help calm his nerves. 2 deliveries remaining. Another wild hog. Just a single. So Ramesh Shahzad has done extremely well under the circumstances. 9 for 1, but last ball. And he's going to go up against Rais Ahmed. On 44, 1 hit away from what could be a magnificent half century. Well, he's been fantastic today.
And he's bowled it in the arc, and with that maximum, Rais Ahmed, as you said, brings up a wonderful, well-needed 50.
Well, he's been brilliant. He's been absolutely brilliant. Rais Ahmed holding the hopes on here for Sharjah. 50 of 17 balls. It's been a scintillating knock. And certainly and thoroughly entertained us all. 110 for 4 at the end of the 6th over. 50 more required of the last 4 overs. Coming in, bro?
If you have just joined us in, believe it or not, 110 for the loss of 4 in just 6 overs. It's not the Hong Kong Sixes. This is the Emirates D10, and what an incredible strike. Right into the second tier. Haider and Rais are putting up a show, and at the moment, it is none other than Sharjah that are enjoying it.
I think 100% right in the slot over there, and Haider Razak surely knows how to hit the ball big. And as you can see there, it was in the slot and just hitting it over the bowler's head, just clearing his front leg over there. And I think that's going to put a lot of pressure on Taimur Bhatti. The required run rate coming down to 11.48. Started off at 16. and nailing his Yorker over there. I think Dubai needs to have clear plans. You cannot be looking to just bowl length deliveries on this pitch at this time when the batters are just looking to go after you.
Lakra, I'm not really sure if you know, but Haider used to be there in Oman prior to coming to UAE. He used to play for a franchise called IS Invincibles, owned by Asif Al-Balushi. And he's done well with the bat, trying to be cheeky on this occasion. That was well bowled by Taimur as well, trying to play the field. And
I think Ra'is just saw that the square leg's inside the circle, so just trying to be smart with it. You don't really have to muscle everything out of the ground. He just had to get a little bit of bat on it. But at the same time, the batter in me is thinking that Dubai will have to bowl one over of spin in the middle somewhere here. So that is where Sharjah could look to capitalize. And another beautiful delivery from Taimur Bhatti. Two really good deliveries coming back strongly in this over, Taimur Bhatti.
I'm not sure if you would agree with me, but there's a little bit of grip. And at the pitch report, I did suggest that maybe spinners might have a role to play. An intelligent spinner can make life very difficult on a wicket like this.
I think the only way Dubai finds their 2 points out of this game is now after getting Ra'is Ahmed out. But the way he is going, that looks really hard. And a beautiful stop there by Amar Badami, one of the fastest fielders in the Dubai side, a good wide Yorker. But even then, Ra'is Ahmed just middling it so nicely and finding that gap. Anyone other than Amar Badami, that would surely have been 4 runs.
9 runs from this over of Taimur. It's been a decent one considering the context of this game. Can he finish this over off well? It's a no-brainer that Ra'is is looking for a boundary. Big shot, inside out. Probably one of the tougher areas to strike. A couple of bounces into the boundary. Make it 13 of the over for Taimur.
And with that boundary, 123 for 4 at the end of 7 overs.
Game on.
And that's game on.
Seven overs, 123 for the loss of 4. Put your prediction hat on, Aryan. What do you make of it? 18 deliveries, 37 runs, just around 12 runs per over.
I think the Dubai and me wants Dubai to win. But the way Ra'is Ahmed and Haider are batting, I think the smarter choice would be to put my money on Sharjah. But the only thing which can bring Dubai back in this game is wickets. And Ali Nasir is very familiar with that. He knows the art of picking up wickets, and this over is going to be really crucial. There you go, hitting that length hard. He's got some extra zip about him, so he's not going to be very easy to just get off the pitch. And a dot ball in this situation is like gold, and a good start for Ali Nasir in this over. These 5 balls from him are going to be really, really important. He is someone who's got some tricks up his sleeve. He's got a good slower ball. He can nail his Yorkers. So I think Sharjah might be in trouble in this over.
The big backlift, the tall right-hander Haider wants to donk it out of the ground, and that's where square leg is inside the circle. Right on the block hole. Well played by Haider for a single. It's all about common sense at the moment, because 12 runs per over in this particular format on this particular wicket is no big score.
I think 100%. I think Sharjah shouldn't get bogged down just by a couple deliveries if they don't go out of the ground. If you look at it, 36 runs, it's just 2-3 big hits and you've completely taken over the game. I think it's just about waiting for the right moment and bouncing on it when it comes towards you and just not getting under that pressure that you have to hit every ball out of the ground. Ali Nasir, good over so far. Just 1 run off his 2 deliveries. Oh, that is so well played. That is so well played from Rais Ahmed. Just a beautiful Yorker. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but that's the quality. That's the quality. And there you go, the banter between the two guys.
Bring out the protector. Because with shots like that, the angles have been played to perfection. What a contest are we viewing, and this is just the first game of day 9. I'm already exhausted with the kind of energy that has been required out of me. It's going to be a long day, Aryan.
I think, yeah, 100%. I think the pitch is a belter off a wicket. A lot of runs on offer today. And as you can see, the third man's really fine, and Rais managed to just bisect that gap even on that delivery. And the next delivery, 4th ball of the over, trying to bowl a Yorker, ended up with a low full toss, but with that pace, it's not going to be easy to get that away. Just going to deep mid-wicket for a single, bringing back Heather Razak on strike, who's striking it really well. Batting at a 250 strike rate, 15 of his 6 deliveries. Dubai needs wickets right now. Dubai really, really needs wickets.
Where is the wicket? Probably a slower delivery. Wide outside the off stump, or it could be the block hole like this one as well. But at the moment, 7 runs from this over. It's been a decent one from Ali Nasir. The required run rate has just gone past 13. That's something that Sharjah won't be really concerned with the striking capabilities of Rais. Was striking very, very close to 300. Would want to finish with a boundary. Where is the boundary? Right in the block hole from Ali Nasir. We'll get a single. 8 overs done, 131 for the loss of 4. Still 29 required in the final 2 overs.
So Yug Sharma coming into the attack, the youngster coming up against Rais Ahmed, who's batting on 62 of just 24 deliveries. And I think this is going to be a real test of the skill Yug Sharma possesses. Coming in for the first ball, hitting that length once again. He's got a very simple field set, and yeah, making use of that long boundary. Beautiful running between the wickets between the two. Rais Ahmed knows that he needs to be on strike for as much of these remaining 11 deliveries.
I think it's a game of 3 or 4 boundaries. Out of those 3 or 4 boundaries, 1 or 2 needs to be a maximum. 2 probably. 2 maximums, 2 boundaries, and they're home. That's how I calculate it. Does Rais have sufficient fuel left in the tank?
Well, let's watch and find out how he's missed out on that once again in the gap between the mid-on mid-off fielder. But yeah, good call not taking on the arm of Ali Nasir. Actually, for Yug Sharma, I'm surprised I haven't seen a lot of variations from him. Like, at this point, it is getting a bit predictable, if I might say, that he is just going to look to bowl that length delivery. I would love to see maybe some change of pace, or maybe just try and hit the Yorker. We know Heather Razak is a tall player. So there is a possibility that you could sort of just push the ball just under his bat and just hit the stump.
I feel Heather is going to be looking for a maximum. It's a wicket-taking opportunity for Yog. Right in the block hole, wide of the fielder at third. Gets a very, very good hand onto it to keep it down to just a single. I think the fielder has done fantastic.
I think, yeah, Ramesh Shahzad over there standing at third man, the certified third man fielder for Dubai through the D tournament. So he knows exactly what he's doing at that position. And I think so far, credit where it's due, I think Yug's bowled really, really well, just giving four runs in his 3 deliveries. And I think the pressure is coming back on Sharjah. They need to find a couple boundaries. You don't want to leave too many runs for the last over. Yug Sharma coming in for his 4th delivery. Oh, that's gone over cover. The fielder getting underneath it, and that is it. That is Rais Ahmed walking back to the pavilion. This is exactly what the doctor ordered for Dubai.
Big, very, very big movement in this game. You're striking and striking really clean, and that is where this wicket might just break the back of Sharjah. A fantastic 65 of just 27 deliveries from Rais, but just when he was required, he's going to be walking back to the dugout. 5 fours and 5 maximums in the process. But all said and done, I think it's going to be the 5th wicket to fall for Sharjah, and that's where towards the end they're just faltering under pressure.
New man in is Ayan Khan, and surely he can strike the ball as well from what I've seen. So it's going to be interesting. Just 2 balls left in this over, and the first ball slashing it over point and running hard. Good stop there by Israr Ahmed, just keeping it down to just 1 run. It's been a brilliant over from Yug Sharma, someone who's so young, being put under so much pressure and delivering. I think it just goes on to show the quality this bowler possesses.
Really early to predict, but I feel that Yug Sharma has probably won Dubai this game. What a fantastic over to bowl under pressure, the penultimate one. 5 runs and a wicket in those 5 deliveries that he's bowled. And that's where it's going to stay. They'll need 24 runs in the final over, and it's not going to be easy. It's gone upstairs, I believe. Directors are very, very interesting, and I think that Haider might have just have to go back. It's going to be the 6th wicket down because the wickets, the bails have been dislodged, and he's just not inside the ground despite his height, despite his reach. Fantastic work by Yug Sharma to even remove somebody like Haider out of the equation. Brilliant over. Brilliant over. Can this be a player of the match contendership?
I think 100%. I think that's a quality over in that situation from Yug Sharma. I think that is exactly what Dubai needed. And Yug Sharma has completely delivered. And the bat is still standing out there. The umpires asked him to stop, and there you can see it's zoomed in. I think from what it looks like, Heather's bat might just be on the crease, and the rules dictate that there has to be some part of it behind the crease once the bails are dislodged. I think we're going to have to wait for what the third umpire says, but being a commentator, I think that might be out. There.
Touch and go. More of a go than touch. Haider will have to walk back. An excellent over from Yug Sharma. Under pressure, he's managed to deliver and he's managed to deliver a spell. Now Aryan, in a game where over 300 runs have been scored, Yug Sharma under pressure. Yes, if you look at those figures in a generic sense, nothing special about it. But if you've watched the game of cricket, you've watched this particular game of cricket, Yug Sharma might have just been the reason why Dubai might win this game.
I think 100%, just 5 runs in the penultimate over and 2 wickets to bring his side back into the game. And now we've got 24 in the last over. Sanjay Sharma running in, nailing his Yorker first up, Sanjay Sharma. And Ayan Khan gets off strike with that. And the new batter who's walked in is Mohammad Nafis, a youngster from Sharjah. A lot of pressure on this young man. It's not going to be easy, but this is where champions are made. If he can somehow take Sharjah over the line from this situation, I'm sure he's going to remember it for a while, and it's going to do a lot of good for his confidence moving forward. First delivery, he's pumped it. Sanjay Sharma missing the length. And oh my God, what has happened there?
Probably he's just stepped over the line. You would have seen a lot of this in the movies. It is happening here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Through the kitchen sink at it. Never looked to keep it down. He was looking for a maximum all the way through. Gets a maximum in the most heroic terms.
Reminds me of the classic Bollywood movie Lagan, how it ended. And there we go, Sanjay Sharma, the experience coming in use over there. Experience and the years of being a leading fast bowler for different sides he's played for, nailing his Yorker once again. Not the fastest bowler in the circuit, but surely one of the most skillful ones. And there you see the skills, nailing his Yorkers under so much pressure.
It's a game of boundaries from here. 2 maximums and a boundary. That is exactly what Sharjah need. I don't really think they have the fuel left in them. Can they surprise me? This will be a boundary. A much needed boundary. This will still keep them in the equation.
Oh, Sharjah giving us a thriller, the first game of the day. I think this is what T10's cricket's all about. You never know who's going to win it until the game's actually done. Not the bad delivery. Nailed the Yorker, but that's the class of Ayan Khan. He can actually hit the ball really well. And just finding that gap, bisecting point and third man over there. 2 balls, 12 needed.
If this is a 6, 1v1, it might just be a couple of runs. They'll push for the second. But what that means is that it's still going to be 10 runs away in the final delivery. 150 up for Sharjah.
Yeah, I think Sanjay Sharma knows he just has to close it out now. Don't have to try anything special. Just close it out regardless what happens on this ball, and just take your 2 points and get back. Be ready for the next game at 7 o'clock for them. And once again, nailing his Yorker. Quality bowling there from Sanjay Sharma. Ramesh Shahzad shying at the stump, trying to get Ayan Khan run out there.
What a fantastic game of cricket. 159 runs by Dubai, 150 by Sharjah, 309 runs. And 12 wickets fell in the process in this particular game. And that is just in 20 overs. Unbelievable numbers to be displayed. It was a game between Sharjah and Dubai. And Dubai have clinched a victory by the rarest margins, considering the context of this game. Just 9 runs. And that's something that you don't see too often when you've posted 159 on the board in the allocated 10 overs.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are for the post-match presentation, the game between Dubai and Sharjah. Well, what a magnificent game of cricket we've had here. Over 300 runs being scored, and finally Dubai getting over the line by 6 runs. It's been a magnificent performance by both teams, giving it their all. Well, a big congratulations to Team Dubai, commiserations to Team Sharjah. Well, just quickly jump on to the post-match presentation award ceremony. We'd like to invite Mr. Shiju, our match referee, to hand over the Man of the Match award. Well, no surprises there. It was the captain, Mr. Ronak Panoli, leading from the front with a brilliant 66 of 26 balls, batted beautifully and made sure that Dubai got the start and posted the highest team score in this Emirates D10 2026. Ronak, firstly, congratulations. A very good innings, but slight nerves there right there towards the end. Sharjah did give a good fight out of it. Your thoughts on the game?
I think it was probably the best game we played in the tournament yet. Top side like Sharjah is obviously going to give you a run for their money, offer your money. And, even scoring 160, we weren't comfortable in the game. They came out from ball 1 and they just tried to take us on. And I'm glad that we got over the line.
Well, you guys have been in red hot form. 8 wins in 9 games, and you have been in brilliant form, getting on towards the knockouts as well. Well, how's the mood in the dressing room, and your form's been in red hot form as well?
I think it's good that I'm getting runs in a winning cause for the team. We've won 8 games out of 9. Not going to get too complacent, obviously, because one bad game in the knockouts can take everything away from you. So just going to keep the momentum, take each game as it is. We're playing each game like a knockout, even though we're through. I'm just happy with the way the boys have come through in this tournament, and hopefully we can call the way.
Fantastic. I wish you all the very best and go well for the rest of the tournament. Thank you. Well, there we go, the man of the match, Mr. Ronak Panoli, also the captain of Dubai. Well, do stay tuned because we have the next game coming your way very shortly.